Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? It's been a little while. It's Jackson Chili. How y'all? Oh, yeah. Um, that's not a good start. Anyway, um, yeah. So I had I think it's like pretty much my 6 months on T already. They say already. They say it goes quick, and it does kind of go quick, but at the same time it goes very slow while you're waiting for all those changes. Um, Yeah, my 6 month actual mark is on the 19th of this month, and it's the 17th, so that's almost 6 months. Woo! Yeah. So what else have we got to talk about? There's a little bit I got to talk about because I haven't made a video in a while. I think because I was saving it all up for my 6 month mark, but now I've forgotten all the things I actually wanted to talk about. So I also have surgery in for top surgery in what is it? Would it be coming on nearly 5 weeks? About 5.5 weeks. It's on the 28th of March. I'll get that right because in my other videos I got it wrong. January, February, March. Yes, March. So yeah, just over 5 weeks. A little bit excited, a little bit nervous. Uh, yeah, saved all the money. Excellent. I've been saving my ass off for probably about a year and a half, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get there. Cause I was told it was about 7.5 with Dr. Bartholomew's. I'm seeing Hubert Bartholomew's here in Brisbane. I'm seeing him at Ipswich because it's actually cheaper at Ipswich because it's just day surgery. But if I did it here at Greenslopes, which is closer to me, it's just around the corner from me, then you got to pay more because you stay overnight. It's not just day surgery. Anyway, so they told me he told me about 7.5, but then I didn't add in the the dude that knocks you out or the chick that knocks you out, which is another close to $1,000. I think it's like 950. And then you got all added extras and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so I've got about 8.5 saved, and I've paid for my dude that knocks me out. Yeah. So that's exciting. They're the first two things I wanted to talk about. Also, yeah, I just remembered I did want to give a quick shout out to my friend who had cancer. I talked about her in another video. She passed away maybe 2 weeks ago. She lost her battle of cancer. She'll be sadly missed. Romy, just thinking of ya. Just wanted to give you a quick YouTube shout out. Don't know if they have it in heaven, but let me tell you a quick story. I got a message from Vodafone. I'm with Vodafone on my mobile phone. This is going to be a long video because I'm just rambling off in tangents. Yeah, I'm with Vodafone, and I got, you know how like you can send off a message just to see how much credit you've used and stuff, and I didn't send any messages off to anyone with Vodafone, and I got this message, and it was came up as only two messages, and one was saying I've paid my bill, the other was saying how much I've used for the month, and then the first one that came out of it, sorry, there's a freaking fly, that came was yeah, it was a message that I sent Romy on Christmas Day, just wishing her well and hoping that she was, or assuming that she was surrounded by family and loved ones, and hoping that she wasn't in too much pain for that day. And it came from Vodafone, this message, just randomly, like, weird, yeah? Does heaven have Vodafone? Surely the coverage would be better? Anyway, so yeah, shout out to Romy. God love ya. I'm sure you're giving them all hell up there. I wasn't able to cry at the funeral. I haven't cried about it. I'm sad and stuff, but I haven't. This whole not crying thing really, and lack of emotions, like not even having emotions like normal, really has made me feel a bit strange about myself. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird not having the normal reactions you'd have to a friend's death and not having them. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to another topic. So I got something through in the mail. It's a change of name certificate. Can you see? Jackson Chili, Shannon Jackson Chili Fletcher, that's me. Yeah! I went into the change of name people, birth, deaths, and marriages with a letter from my psychiatrist or psychiatrist, or whatever he is, from that I saw from the gender center, and a little handful of money and a few other little bits and pieces, and changed my name, which then they said would take 4 weeks to get the forms sent out to me. So I was like, oh, 4 weeks, but I must have charmed the pants off the lady that I was chatting to, because I chatted to one a week earlier about change of gender, but she was saying that I have to get all this stuff filled out by doctors and stuff and have a JP initial it, and then spoke to another lady, but then I rang the original lady and said, oh, just wondering, blah blah blah, and she found my documents that I sent in, and she must have processed them straight away, which is freaking awesome. One day, I went in one day, got it in the mail the next day. Births, deaths, and marriages. Impressed. Thank you very much. And being that I had that, now I can have a new license. Yeah. So I got my new name, but the most important thing I think is the sex, which I don't even know if we're gonna be able to see. Sex. See that? There's a little M. I'm an M, not an F. Is that the way? Woo! And I just have to say, my first photo I got, because it did take a while to get, because they were having problems with the name change and stuff like that, so I was in there for like, I don't know, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I was fine waiting. Yeah. So my first photo, I literally like, I'm in boxer shorts, but I literally sat down like this and they went click. So my photo, it was terrible. So I went into another one the next day and said, oh, I want to change my license and get a new one. And they're like, what's happened? It was lost. And she said, oh, have you got any ID? And I'm like, oh shit, all I've got is my my license I got yesterday. So I pulled it out, and it was a young chick, and she started laughing and was like, what? And I'm like, oh, the photo, look at it, it's like terrible. And she's like, oh my god, you're so vain, and was just giggling at me the whole time. I'm like, look at it, it's freaking terrible. Anyway, she laughed and I got it. And maybe I'm vain, but man, it's something I'm excited about, my new license. You know, I don't want to be showing people and them going, oh my god, which a few people did that I did show. They're like, that's a bad photo. Oh no. Anyway. What else? Dude, how much time am I up to already? Oh, you're in for the long haul. I also have been noticing, I always felt boy, like a little boy, as a little dyke, I guess. I always felt like a little boy, and although I still have that part inside me, I've been feeling more man in the world, not so boy. Maybe that's because I'm presenting and coming across much more manly. Yeah, so I've definitely been feeling more man, and my hairy legs and thighs make me feel like a man. It's kind of cool. I'm having a shave every second day too at the moment. Of all hair in under here, none here, and a slight amount here, and none here, which sucks. But I could grow a downwards beard if I chose. I wouldn't choose. Yeah, but so that's shaving. That's not feeling like a boy anymore. Feeling like a man. I'm pretty much 110% passing all the time. Apart from people that knew me before, I just haven't bothered telling them. I just figure they'll get it eventually, maybe, or they'll just call me she forever, and it'll be awkward for us both. Now, my trainer and her girlfriend, if you guys are watching, because I know you do, Nikki, my trainer, and friend, sorry Nikki, you are my friend too, informed me that my personality has changed, and I'm not so funny. I used to be a crack up apparently, and now I'm much more serious. Sad. Yes. So, I don't know, I've got to get my funny back on somehow. I don't know how you do that. Or maybe I've just been serious because, you know, I've been hurting with my aches and pains and shit, which are forever going. I don't know, but yeah, alright. Next video, I'll try and be a little more funnier. What else have I got to talk about? Oh, QTs! I think I mentioned, yes I did, in my last video, that I was running a group called QTs that ran just before T-Bar, which is night out, you know, nightclub, whatever. QTs is a group I put together because when I was starting to trans, or before, when I was thinking about it, I had so many questions and no one could answer them, or no one had the time to answer them, like my trans friends and stuff, no one had the time or whatever, so I was constantly asking questions and not really getting a lot of answers. And then there's all that other stuff that, you know, comes with transitioning, and there's just so many questions before, after, and during. And so I thought, screw it, I'm going to put together a group. So I did, and we had the best turnout. We had like I think it was like 18 people rock up, which is mad. So I got to stand up in front of everyone and sort of hand out colourful pens and make them write stuff down, and yeah. So if you're a Brisbane boy, genderqueer, thinking about transing, questions about transing, whatever, come along. It's on the first Saturday of every month. It's Spring Hill Hotel, which is Leichhardt Street. Just look for the big cows out the front. They've got like a family of cows out the front, all chained together so no one steals them, I guess, because you never know. I'd steal a cow. Well, no. Yeah, I might if I was drinking. They're cute. Anyway, Jesus. Yeah, so it was really good, and we're gonna like, I think the next one, I'm still working out what it'll be about. I think it'll just be lots of pre-trans questions and a few like after you start T and that sort of stuff, just early stages. And I do plan on having a gay guy coming along and chatting about how to be a man, not how to be a man, but how men interact, and yeah, just man stuff, you know, that we don't learn as trans boys, as well, yeah, when we're younger, you know. So yeah, that was really cool, and I thank all the guys that did come along, and if you guys watch this, I'm not sure, I know a couple of you do. I'd like to give a shout out to Zach, who had his chest surgery a little while ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago now, maybe 3, I don't know. He sent me some pictures. It looks freaking amazing. He went through Hugh Bartholomew's as well, who I'm going through, so yeah, shout out to him. He's been awesome for fielding many questions off. Yeah, okay, so I think that's it, and let's see what we're at. 12 minutes, sorry guys, sorry. Flies! Ah! Oh, I hate flies. Yeah, so thank you all for watching again. I hope you all are well out there. I do have a smile on my face. This is good. So maybe it was a little bit funny in this video, who knows. Well, I'm smiling, so that's not so serious. Bye to me. Thank you all for watching, subscribing, and being here. That is Jackson Chili signing out at 6 months on T.